So I went and saw Interstellar in the theater.
In the theater?
It's
Where are they playing
re-released.
Interstellar in the theater?
It's re-released. It's
It
10-year
is?
anniversary. 10-year anniversary.
Oh.
Never saw it in the theater. Never saw it on the big screen before. Love the movie. I don't know if you're a Nolan fan or not.
Yeah.
Love.
I think I've that's McConaughey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen it twice. It's good.
Well, I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. It's one of my top movies, and so I'm like, I got to see it on the big screen
Mm-hmm.
because it's a crier for me. It's a crier. It,
Yeah, it's emotional for sure, dude. I'm
yeah.
like, especially with parents and shit. I'm like,
Well, yeah, leaving the kid and everything, but I
yeah,
mean to
yeah.
see it in IMAX because it was shot in IMAX. So I it was done like the Oppenheimer thing, 70 millimeter screens. There are only a limited amount of those in the country. Closest one here is Indianapolis, which I would gladly have driven down to see this movie. Things sold out like that. As soon as it came on sale back in November, they sold out. So I'm like,
Really.
okay, so I have to go to some, as they call it, Limax. It's fake IMAX, but around here, which is cool. It was fantastic. And I
Yeah.
went and um I just thought as a precaution, this is gonna sound pretty pretentious. I brought my seat and I bought the two seats next to me so no one could sit next to me. Cause I just knew I was gonna be bawling like a little baby. I knew I was gonna be
Bougie.
yeah, and I was crying so I mean it was just so much more impactful on the big screen. The music,
Yeah.
first of all, is just Jan Hammer, just it's so great. It's so great. And then
Yeah.
to see it right there and to feel it like it was amazing. It was incredible. Um yeah,
I gotta
and
see
I
it
did
again.
well, you got to see it because it made I got stuff out of seeing it on the big screen I didn't know from seeing it on just my television at home,
Mm-hmm.
but the story was so much more clear. It's like these guys kept making all these fucking wrong decisions,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and they kept trying to persevere. And yeah, the underlying theme of this whole thing is if you love enough and believe enough, you'll persevere, and that's what happens.
Mm-hmm.
But the other rule of thumb is, and I read this a couple of months ago, is that I don't know if you remember the movie clearly enough, but in the very beginning, it's McConaughey going up and testing one of the rockets
Yeah.
jets, and it crashes,
Mm-hmm.
and he wakes up and he's sweaty, and his daughter's like, "Did you have another dream about the crash, Dad?"